Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got a really special unboxing to share with you guys. This package was sent by Doug Ritter himself. If you're not familiar with that name and you're, in the knife world, you're interested in knives, that's definitely a name that you should familiarize yourself with. That's the gentleman who brought us this legendary, the RSK MK1 G2 model from himself and Hogue. This is one of the greatest folding knives of all time, and I still consider it to be, currently to this day. You should find out about knife rights. Doug Ritter is absolutely responsible for turning over a whole bunch of irrational knife laws, and he is an incredible friend to everybody in the knife world. Absolutely a cornerstone of our community. So this was sent by him, and I'm really excited to get into this. Thank you so much to my generous patrons who are supporting me right now. There's a link for Patreon right down in the description, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. All right. So I'm going in like this. Don't cut towards yourself. Sorry. Just have to make it quick for for the sake of getting through this content. If you want it to go quick, you should sharpen your scalpel. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. But then what would I do without all the complaints in the comments section, right? Yeah, so we've got, there we go. So this is, if you don't know, the reason I say the Ritter Hogue, right, is because the RSK MK1 G2 or Mach 1 G2 is made by Hogue, and they've always done an excellent job. I also love that they manufacture knives in the United States. That's wonderful. So what we have here, hold on, we have another barrier. I can probably just do that. Super entertaining. Welcome to the Metal Complex YouTube channel. Okay, so here we go. Let's get in here. We got some foam, and we have a fixed blade. Yes, I remember seeing this. I can't remember where I saw it. It was in an email or something. Yeah. I think this is, I hope I don't get the model wrong. If I do, I'll put it up on screen here. This is a fixed RSK Mach 3 Generation 2, I think. But yeah, this is I think he describes it as kind of a medium lightweight fixed blade, but we have this beautiful contoured and textured G10 that is much like the folding version, right? Now, the cool thing here is we're looking at about the same, very similar in terms of like the thickness of the handle and the thickness of the blade, but this is an elongated blade in S45VN. Right off the bat, I can tell you that this feels very ideal in terms of like what my hands want in a fixed blade. It also comes down to a nice thin cutting edge. This feels every bit as high quality right off the bat as, the folder, which is what I expect from Hogue. I love that it's in S45VN. I think that's probably an excellent choice for a fixed blade. But as you guys know, I don't run around doing a lot of bushcraft and outdoors type of stuff, right? I've wanted to find kind of a dedicated fixed blade for when I go outside and do some stuff that might require a little bit more than what I would put my folders through. Do little home projects here and there. I'm not putting anything through a major workout, but it is nice to have a good dedicated fixed blade. Where can you get this? You can get it at KnifeWorks. It's a KnifeWorks exclusive. I'll make sure and link it right down in the description. But he actually reached out to me and said, hey, would you want to look? And I barely finished the, Doug, if you're watching, I barely finished that sentence before I started typing yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. The sheath is cool that it comes with. I had mentioned that I'm not much of a sheath critic because I'm not the best at determining, what style is good or not. Like, however it's meant to be carried, I kind of just find a way to carry it. So I'm sure some of you will like this sheath for one reason or another, and some of you won't. I don't know. When it comes down to the review, which, by the way, this is not a review. This is just an unboxing and first impressions. when it comes down to the review, which you guys will get here in a few weeks, I'll talk a little bit about the sheath, but I'll probably focus on the knife itself. Just for some quick specs, let me give you guys some measurements. So the overall length of this guy's coming in at about 9 1/4. Your blade length is coming in at about 4 1/2, and your cutting edge is coming in at about 4 1/4. Very clean, very precision. As far as like the measurements go, they're right there. So a lot of cutting edge. You can get right up. You know what's funny? The first time I looked at this, I was like, why is that guard so prominent? Not that I'm like, oh, I know everything about fixed blades, so I know how to critique these from a picture, right? But I remember thinking, why is the guard so prominent? I think I would prefer, like, if I handled it, I think I would prefer that guard wasn't so. But now that I've got it in hand, I kind of understand, it's right at the point where it definitely has you locked in. And if it were shorter, your finger might, maybe it could be, but it just makes a lot more sense now that I'm handling it, as is the case with a lot of things. When I look at a picture, I'm like, why they do that dumb? Me not understand, right? Well, you're looking at a picture. So now that I'm handling it, it makes a lot more sense. And you can absolutely choke up just about right behind the blade, which is something I really appreciate in a fixed blade. The tumbling and the blade look great. It's extremely similar. This has the folder has a slightly more reflective finish than this guy, but either way, it's still got that tumbling that I like. So yeah, the jimping feels like it's in a good spot. This is super comfortable. The handle scales are incredibly comfortable because of the contouring and the chamfering on the scales, so that's nice. If you want to take the scales off, I'm going to guess that those are T8s. Got a little deal back here, which I imagine you could use to, shatter glass, I guess. I don't know if there's another purpose for that. And then a lanyard hole, which makes way more sense on a fixed blade. The handle scales, or the handle itself has exactly the amount of room that I would need or want on a fixed blade. I can get a full purchase with a little bit of room to choke back if I want to, so I'm not super crowded, right? My fingers can kind of spread out if they want to. So if you've got hands that are about the same size as mine, which are not anything, it's pretty normal sized hands, right? I wear an XL glove, so if you're watching this and you also wear an XL glove, this is probably the experience you're going to have with this blade. But yeah, I guess we might as well go ahead and do weight. I'll save a lot of the rest of it for the review once I've had a chance to kind of play around with it. The blade weighs 5.71 ounces, and with the sheath, you are looking at 10.02 ounces, which I don't think is anything crazy when we're talking about a fixed blade. But yeah, this is a straightforward, super utilitarian fixed blade. That's my first impression. That's what it was designed to be. At least that's as far as I can tell. And it's got a nice, thin, clean edge on it. Oh, boy. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's ready to go. Wow. I think the relationship between Doug Ritter and Hogue is a good one. They're obviously doing an excellent job. It's not just me saying that this was like the best thing ever, this one and the small one. When you look at the price, where it's made, competition out there, this thing has just been destroying everything. As far as competition, when it comes to it's just been an absolute monster, for when did this come out? Was it like 2018 or something like that? And it's still just like incredible. And the fixed blade appears to be really good. Now this guy's expensive, absolutely. Curiously, it's more expensive than the folding knife. I don't really understand that, but it is nice. It is US made. It's made by Hogue. They're doing a great job, right? So you guys will get more information when I actually do the review, but right off the bat, yeah, quality is excellent. Quality is perfect on this knife. I'm not seeing any fit and finish issues whatsoever. So that's cool. Really excited. Thank you very much to Doug for sending this in for me to take a look at. You guys can expect a full video a few weeks down the road. And links down below so that you guys can check this knife out. Please make sure, we're a long ways away. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex and subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, like I said, go ahead and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.